going on, YouTube, man? Uh, anyway, this is my first time uploading to this channel. I have a few more channels that talks about various different things, and yeah, but this one is just the chronicles of being here at work alone. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I work at a hotel. Um, and I work overnight by myself. And most nights are pretty freaking boring and pretty slow, not to mention. And tonight is one of the most boring nights. I hadn't had anything to do really. It's about 4 o'clock, so I usually have things to do around this hour, and things tend to pick up. But tonight's just been crazy slow. We hadn't really been too busy this last month or so, and it's crazy because this is like peak season. The business for this particular hotel hadn't really been really high, so it leads to a lot of boring, lonely nights. Like I said, I come in at 10, I get off at 6 in the morning. I get here and I get settled in, and well, usually a typical night is I get here, I get settled in, I exchange information and all that good stuff. And, I call my girlfriend, we talk for an hour or two, and she usually gets to bed because she has work and stuff in the morning. She try to stay up as long as she can, talk to me or whatever. And she goes to bed, and then after that, I watch a few YouTube videos, and usually on Monday, Tuesday nights, YouTube is really slow. Like, the content creators really don't put out a lot of videos during those 2 days, and it creates a very boring, very boring and lonely night, man. And I mean, it's cool. Been doing this for a long time. It's just that tonight is just crazy boring. And usually my routine is just kind of mundane and very by the book. I mean, after you've been doing a job for so long, you just kind of well, at least me, I have a routine that I set, and I stick to it, and I just do it, and just kind of stick to its time schedule or whatever. But anyway, usually if I get done watching well, let me go back. My routine is get to work, talk to my girlfriend, and I read the news. I usually play a little bit of 8-ball pool, and like I said, watch YouTube until it's over. Then I get up and start doing my paperwork, of course, because if anybody work in the hotel industry, you work overnight, you're expected to do certain things, and but anyway, I used to listen to music, but I got tired of like listening to the same music over and over and over and over. Only time I really listen to music now at work is like it's a new album that come out, and I'm able to sit down at work and put my headphones in. I'm able to listen to it, no distractions, trying to get a feel for it, see what songs I like, what songs I don't like. If I don't like some of the songs on the album, I'll go in and take those off my phone and save space, because, I mean, let's be honest, most albums these days are pretty trash. Unless it's Damn or 444, something like that. But most albums are pretty trash. So, you know, anyway. But yeah, I do that, and here recently, about the last year, I've been Excuse me. Well, it's been longer than a year. I listen to podcasts now. I listen to a variety of podcasts, and some of them I like, some of them I don't like. I've listened to, I've listened to Serial. I've listened to The Brilliant Idiots, Ice T's podcast. I've listened to Drink Champs, which I really don't like. I like Nori, but I don't like him as an interviewer, so his. Um, I can't stomach his podcast because he's so into himself that he can't let the people that he's actually interviewing and talk. And it's like get it like they're guests on your show. You have this platform every single week, but you talk over them, and it's like shut the fuck up sometimes. And I listened to that for a while, and I was just like, I'm over that. And then I listened to the His and Hers podcast with Jamel Hill and Michael Smith from ESPN 6, Sports Center. I don't listen to their daily episodes like the show because it's essentially just a recording of like an audio recording of their show that they do. I don't really listen to that, but when they come out with an OG podcast where they sit down and they converse about different topics and things that they, just personal things. I'll listen to those. Of course, The Brilliant Idiots with Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz. I like that. I like the back and forth. I like the banter. Um, let's see. I listen to the Bright Sessions, which is pretty cool. It's about what is it? It's about a psychiatrist that interviews like her patients are like atypical people with like superpowers, and it's pretty cool. It's interesting. It pulls at you. Um, I really can't. I listen to S Life, no Shit Town from the same people that did Serial. I'm trying to think of another one. Oh my gosh, man. I wish I could click out of here, but I'm using my camera on my phone. I listen to a lot of podcasts, man, and I don't know. It's almost like reading a book. It's like reading a book, and it's pretty cool. But tonight I'm listening to yeah. In the Joe Budden podcast, I'm a big fan of the Joe Budden podcast. If you ever get a chance, it's called the Joe Budden podcast. Him, Rory, Mal, and you can have a few other people on there. It's pretty cool if you're into like the hip hop culture or something like that. If you're into that, like that's pretty cool. And that's the thing I like about the Brilliant Idiots is it just isn't about like hip hop or black. It's like political and they talk sports, political, personal. They bring on authors. They bring on entertainers. They bring on just a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life, and it's pretty cool. Excuse me. It's pretty cool. I like it. Um, let's see. I used to read, but I really hadn't had the passion per se to read in the last couple of years. I don't know. I know. I just don't feel like getting into it tonight. Why? Excuse me again. I just don't feel like getting into why I lost that passion to read. It's like my mind don't focus on reading like it used to. I mean, I love reading. So what I do now is I read the news and I read different articles and I read online. I can't like stay focused on one particular body of work. Like it's almost impossible. Um, but yeah, working alone, man, it prompted me to, cause I'm looking online, I'm looking on YouTube, and I'm like, where are the people that work alone overnight? It's thousands upon thousands of us out there, if not millions of us that work alone by themselves. That's bored. Especially when I'm in a city of about, I don't know if you can hear the twang in my voice, but I'm Southern, uh, from Texas, but uh, the city I live in isn't that big. Well, it's okay, but it's not like one of those cities that where the main interstate runs directly through the middle of the city. So I don't get a lot of traffic per se at the property that I'm at. I get a lot of, if you're not reserved to stay here, you're probably never gonna find this place. It's not like the most known brand. It's under a branch of very popular hotels, but this the branch in particularly here. And people don't know about it. Even the people that live here don't know about it. It's like, who? What? What's that place? I mean, if you're familiar with hotels, you'll kind of get that reference right there behind me. But anyway, so yeah, I just want to upload this for the people that work alone, and you know, maybe you could leave a few comments under this video, or link me to a video you make in reply to just to say like, this is what I do. This is my nightly routine. Um, but and that'd be cool. Just to connect with the other people overnight. Maybe uh, you know, make a nightly video, or a forum or something. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in communication with people. Because I know sometimes people get lonely. And I know a lot of times people do this job that's not really people. Like, I love people. This is the job that I have. You know what I mean? And if I'm able to help somebody that's feeling a little lonely or something like that, or feeling down, it's like, you know, reach out to me, man. I'm here to talk to you. You got people out here that's thinking like you is, that understand what you're going through and stuff like that. And it's like, at the end of the day, you out here making money. You're doing a job and you're getting paid a little more for a job that people really don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you're a reliable person. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, I'm going to go on and put this video to an end today. And, it's getting a little long, but hey, if you bear with me, you listen to it, man, throw that peace emoji sign up in there if you listen to it all the way to the end. If you watch it, I appreciate it. If you like it, I appreciate it. If you add it to your favorites, I appreciate it. If you subscribe to me, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, peace out.